Good morning, Wilson. This is Wilson Worldwide. I'm Connor Dooley, and our first story this week pertains to next month's Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. As of 2 weeks ago, on Tuesday, January the 2nd, negotiations began between North Korean athletes to participate in the 2018 Winter Games. And after the negotiations between them, North Korea has decided to agree on sending their athletes to the Winter Games next month. North Korean representatives have said that their cutting-edge nuclear technology is aimed only at the United States and not at their allies. Let's just hope they can play nice with the rest of the athletes. And speaking of sports, we send you over to Ethan Asiatico for sports.
I'm here today with two student athletes, Charbel Galeb and Peter Rivera, and today I'm going to ask them some questions based on their season so far. What is one of your goals as a team?
I feel like one of our goals is to make districts and beat Notre Dame at the end of the season and to go as far as we can.
Yeah, get into districts, make a run in districts.
What is a major trait that you believe all players should persevere?
I feel like every player should keep their head in the game and go on to the next play. Is you can't just stay at one play. You gotta keep moving on, even if you make a mistake.
I totally agree. I think players should always have heart and love what they're doing, no matter what it is.
What is your favorite memory from the past experiences on the court?
Last year when I was on a JV team, we beat Notre Dame by a lot. As far as that final game, and I feel like as a team that really helped us a lot with our confidence.
I definitely have to say the time I put up 17 points in the fourth quarter against Moravian.
Who's your biggest opponent this season and why?
I feel like Notre Dame is probably because they have really pushed us as far as we could, and we keep pushing back, and I feel like that's what we just need. It's perfect for us.
Yeah, definitely Notre Dame. It's a rival. It's always a big game.
Now, who motivates you to work hard every day at practice and on the court?
I feel like my parents do. They really give me the confidence to do whatever I need to, and they really push me to be the best I can.
Definitely Coach Joseph. It's my man.
All right, thank you for joining me today for this sports news segment. I'm Ethan Asiatico.
I'm Peter Rivera.
And I'm Charbel Galeb.
That is all we have for you today. Have a great day, Wilson.
Thank you, Ethan. Now over to Cottrell with technology news.
Over the past 365 days, Amazon Prime has announced that over this year, more than 5 million items were sold, which includes free same-day, one-day, and two-day shipping. Amazon also said more people joined Prime this year worldwide than any other year. Good for them. Next, we talk about Intel's recent problems with the processors new and old. Meltdown and Spectre system flaws have helped reveal fundamental issues in the software. There will be updates that will have performance impact, but it is not known what these impacts will do. Lastly, great news to the Samsung fans out there. In the next month, they will announce and unveil the new Galaxy S9. Not much is known about it yet, but when it's revealed, it's going to be a banger. Now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Cottrell. Now we send you over to Lexi, who will update you on some severe drama surrounding a YouTube sensation.
Hello, I'm Alexis Carbon with your Arts and Entertainment News. After publishing images of a visit to Japan's suicide forest that included footage of a dead body, YouTube star Logan Paul is apologizing, and critics are denouncing both the video and Logan's behavior in it. The video was watched millions of times before he removed it. "I didn't do it for views, I get views," said Paul, who has some 15 million YouTube subscribers. "I did it because I thought I could make a positive ripple on the internet, not cause a monsoon of negativity. That's never the intention." The video was filmed in the Aokigahara Forest at the edge of Mount Fuji, an area that for years has been famous for its popularity among people who want to carry out a suicide. In his video, Paul blurred out the face of the person who had died, but he showed other parts of the body as he and his friends stood near it and talked. Intended or not, an intense backlash has hit Paul, including calls for YouTube to remove his channel. The negative feedback included a tweet from actress and online video veteran Anna Akana, who lost her sister Christina to suicide 10 years ago. Akana wrote, "Dear Logan Paul, when my brother found my sister's body, he screamed with horror and confusion and grief and tried to save her. That body was a person someone loved. You do not walk into a suicide forest with a camera and claim mental health awareness." O'Connell was responding to Paul's attempt at an apology in which he wrote, "I intended to raise awareness for suicide and suicide prevention, and while I thought if this video saves just one life, it'll be worth it, I was misguided by shock and awe as portrayed in the video. I still am." An edited version of the video was later posted to Twitter. It does not include footage of the body. Rather, it shows some of Paul's reactions and comments. Paul said that he had demonetized the video, which included a segment in the parking lot near the forest in which he told viewers that his laughter and attempts at humor were a coping mechanism after seeing the body. He had initially cast the outgoing as an attempt to look for ghosts, but the forest's reputation as a suicide hotspot is well known. It was the subject of a Vice documentary back in 2012, for instance. As Verge reports, the group's guide calls the police while they approach the body, shouting, "Yo, are you alive? Are you fooling with us?" They filmed the appeared suicide victim up close, blurring his face but showing his hands, clothes, and abandoned bag. Paul then talks to the camera saying, "Suicide is not a joke. Depression and mental illnesses are not a joke. We came here with an intent to focus on the haunted aspect of the forest. This just became very real." More news has developed, and the women speaking out against sexual harassment have followed through with the plan to wear black clothing in support. A result of the appearance of those who attended included a mix of both men and women in support of the cause behind the arrangement. While it was nearly a complete blackout at the 2018 Golden Globes, there are at least 3 women who decided not to wear all black to Sunday's award show. German model Barbara Meir, Hollywood Foreign Press Association President Meher Tatna, and actress Blanca Blanco dared to be different. With Meir wearing a beige floral gown and Blanco opting for a risky red gown, Tatna also wore red, with a source telling the Wrap she wore the dress that she chose with her mother. As part of her Indian culture, it's customary to wear a festive color during a celebration. Tatna is said to be a major supporter of the Time's Up movement. Meir took to Instagram to explain her decision, arguing that after years of struggling for freedom, women should be able to wear whatever they want. She did, however, write that she also is a supporter of the Time's Up movement. "We were fighting for a long time for the freedom to wear what it is okay, to dress up a little more sexy," she wrote, as translated from German to English. "If we now restrict this because some men cannot control themselves, this is a huge step back in my opinion. We should not have to be serious. Us women should shine, be colorful, and sparkle just like it is our nature. In my opinion, this symbolizes our freedom and our new strength." Blanco has not commented on her decision to wear red. That's all I have for you today, Wilson. I'm Alexis Carlbon, and now we're going to take it back to the desk with Connor.
Thanks, Lexi. Now for our next story. A 16-year-old New Jersey boy was taken into custody on New Year's Day after the murder of his father, mother, sister, and elderly family friend by shooting them with an AR-15 assault rifle registered to a member of the household. Police have since said that there is not yet any motive, and the victims were shot at an abnormally close range. 3 people escaped the house of the suspect, who has not been named. The suspect's grandfather, brother, and another family friend escaped the house, and none of the domesticated animals were harmed either. No one knows of any motive, and the 16-year-old has been said to not be cooperating with police well enough for anyone to find the motive, and the boy had no history with the law prior to the tragedy. And for some more news, we send you over to Tatiana Hilario with news from other parts of the world.
Good morning, ladies and gents. I'm Tatiana Hilario here with your weekly news update. 8-year-old Bridget Kelly from Quincy, Massachusetts went to the hospital with the intentions of getting swollen tonsils removed, but when she got an MRI, it revealed something unexpected. She was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a type of blood cancer, just at the beginning of her 2nd grade year in September 2016. Bridget spent 88 days in Boston's Children's Hospital receiving chemotherapy and surgeries. In March, her condition worsened and required her to get a stem cell transplant, which restricted her from seeing family and friends to prevent further health risks. Due to the severity of her illness, she missed a total of 15 months of school. On January 2nd, 2018, Bridget returned to Marymount Elementary School to take on 3rd grade. Stronger than ever, she was in shock when she saw hundreds of kids from her school and police officers waiting outside in 4-degree weather to give her the warm welcome back. They stood holding signs that read "Bridget the Brave" in pure excitement to see how healthy and happy she appeared to be at the sight of all this love. That's all for this heartwarming report, Wilson. Now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Tati. That's all we have time for in Wilson Worldwide this week. As always, for Tatiana Hilario, Control Staten, Ethan Asiatico, and Alexis Carlbon, I'm Connor Dooley, and we wish you all a wonderful week.